This isn't a test. If you're hearing this, God help us all. The bombs have dropped. The cities are gone. I don't know how much time we have left, but I'm going to keep speaking, for as long as this transmitter holds out. I'm underground, maybe 12 feet deep. This place wasn't built for war, just tornadoes. Bad storms. But it's the only thing I know that's still talking. There's no natural light, no sunrise, no sunset. Just flickering old bulbs and the dying cough of a backup generator that sounds like it's on its final breath. There's no heat anymore. It's cold down here. My hands are shaking, maybe a little from fear, but mostly from the cold. It's quiet, too quiet. No planes, no cars, no phones. Just this old microphone and the static on the line. It feels like the world just exhaled all at once and forgot how to breathe again. About an hour ago, maybe more, there was a light. I didn't see it directly, but through the tiny camera feed that's still barely working, the sky outside went white. Blinding white, like someone ripped the sky open and stitched it shut with fire. Then it was gone. Silence again. The satellites went first. GPS blinked out. Then the comms, all the emergency frequencies dropped to nothing. Cell towers, dead. After that, the radio chatter started fading. New York, then London, then just silence. They hit the cities. We don't know how many. We don't know where it started. Some say Beijing, some say Moscow. Doesn't matter now. It's happening everywhere. I picked up a burst transmission earlier, said Paris was gone. Vaporized in under a second. I didn't want to believe it. Not until I heard what happened in Chicago. I used to live there. My sister had just moved back from the coast. She said she wanted to be near the lake again. Said the air was better than LA. I tried to call her when the sky lit up. The line went dead. I don't think she made it. Jesus. I don't know why I'm even telling you this. Maybe someone out there is still listening. Maybe no one is. Maybe I'm just shouting into the void. There's a map in front of me. But it's useless now. All the lights are dark. The traffic cams are frozen. Just an orange haze blanketing the whole screen. Dust. Maybe. Fallout. I don't know. I've never seen colors like this in the sky before. Some of the guys still hanging on to the emergency bands, what's left of them, they were trying to coordinate about an hour ago. Said Denver got hit. Washington, D.C. isn't responding. Multiple warheads. No confirmation on Seattle. But the pulse, the EMP, wiped most of the West Coast's grid. Radiation levels are off the charts. Even down here. There was this guy used to talk to him on the ham bands, called himself Red Dog. Somewhere near Harrisburg. He pinged me about 30 minutes ago. Said he saw a flash on the horizon. Said the wind changed. The air started tasting like copper. Then, nothing. I haven't heard from him since. It's hard to tell what's real anymore. There's so much noise on the bands. People screaming, praying, calling out to loved ones. Others, just static. That kind of silence. You can feel it. It has weight. I don't even know what day it is. I keep thinking about the things I was supposed to do today. Pay the water bill. Go to the store. Pick up more cat food. The cat didn't make it. He was outside when the pulse hit. He didn't come back. The wind changed outside the station. I can't hear it, but I can feel it through the ventilation shaft. It's wrong. Like the world flipped direction. The trees above are probably ash now. That firestorm moved faster than anyone predicted. No warnings. No sirens. Just light, heat, and ruin. I've got a Geiger counter hooked up, old analog. But it still works. The needle's bouncing between red and redder. So I guess that means, don't go outside. If you're hearing this, stay where you are. Don't leave shelter. Don't try to drive. The roads are jammed, and the pulse knocked out anything with a circuit. If it plugs in, it's dead. That means your car, your phone, your fancy radios, all of it, gone. If you're near a fallout shelter, get to it. If you're already underground, stay there. Don't open the doors. Fallout rides the wind. You won't see it, but it'll burn you from the inside out. Wait 48 hours, minimum. I know that sounds like a lifetime. But if you go out now, you won't last 10 minutes. I've got this book, an old civil defense manual from the Cold War. Thought it might make for interesting reading one day. Well, today's the day. It says fallout is worst in the first 24 hours. That's when the dust is thickest. It clings to everything. Roofs, grass, your clothes, You can't just wash it off. Once it's in your lungs, that's it. If you have plastic sheets, seal your windows, tape off the door frames, put wet towels under the cracks. Ventilation is a risk, but so is suffocating. Pick your battles. Stay hydrated. Don't eat anything that wasn't sealed before today. If you've got canned food, you're lucky. That stuff's gold now. If you've still got power, an old generator, a windmill, anything, conserve it. Use it only for heat and light. Batteries don't last forever. This bunker was never meant for long-term survival. Just a temporary shelter. We've got maybe a week's worth of supplies. Less, if the freezer goes. Earlier, I caught a voice through the static. A kid, maybe 15, said his name was Eli. He's hiding in a church basement in Michigan with his little sister. Said his parents are gone. Didn't say how, just gone. He kept asking if help was coming. I didn't have the heart to tell him the truth. Help isn't coming. Not now. I told him to stay put. Ration his food. Keep the door shut. Listen for the birds. That's what the manual says when you hear birds again. It might be safe to go outside. But right now, there's no birdsong. Just silence and static. I don't hear planes anymore. Not since the first strike. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Maybe they're out of bombs. Maybe they're waiting to drop the last ones. Someone on the band said NORAD got hit. Cheyenne Mountain. That was supposed to be the final fallback. If that's gone, if anyone's still out there, if you're still breathing, you're not alone. I don't know who's left or where, but I'm here. I'm going to keep this mic on as long as I can. As long as the power holds. As long as my voice works. If you've got batteries, save them. If you've got an old radio, try scanning the bands. You might hear me, or someone else. There used to be a woman in El Paso ran a pirate station. We used to joke about the end of the world, said we'd be the last ones on air. Still talking when everyone else went silent. Maybe she's still out there. God, I hope so. I don't even know if today counts as a day anymore. The last thing I remember before the lights went out was the sound of sirens. Then silence. And now, this. I'm going to stay on the air. I don't know what good it'll do. But maybe, just maybe, someone out there is still listening. Please, stay safe, stay hidden, and remember, don't go outside. Not yet, not yet. Still here, still breathing. For now. It's been maybe an hour since I last updated. Hard to say. None of the clocks down here work right anymore. The generator dips sometimes every time it does. Everything slows. Lights flicker like they're trying to blink through tears. I've got this old wristwatch. Not digital, thank God, but even the second hand stutters now. Like even time's struggling to hold on. Outside the bunker door, there's nothing. Not peaceful nothing. Heavy nothing. Like something is waiting. I keep thinking I hear movement, maybe wind. Maybe something echoing through the vent shaft. Could just be my brain. I haven't slept. I don't think I could if I tried. There's a map pinned to the wall. Just a laminated poster board. Not digital. I've been marking it every time I lose a signal. Every time a voice disappears. I've circled 15 cities. Crossed out 11. Those are just the ones I know for sure. New York is gone. Hit hard. I heard a survivor once, maybe 2 minutes. Sounded like a cab driver. Breathing heavy. Repeating. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. Then he was gone. Signal dissolved into static. That was 35 minutes ago. San Francisco went dark after that. Oakland, nothing. Sacramento, silence. Los Angeles is a black hole. London held out longer than most. That surprised me. I thought they'd be first. Or that they'd strike back harder. But the last voice I heard from there, it was a woman. She was crying, sobbing into the mic, whispering something about the Thames boiling. That was, God, maybe 40 minutes ago. I don't even know anymore. A few bursts still come through. Little flares of voices, like sparks in the dark. There was this guy, thick Russian accent. He kept screaming coordinates. Sounded military. He was calling out impact zones like a checklist. Cold, precise. No hesitation when he said, Moscow gone. Moscow gone. There's no order left. No command. Just reaction. Panic. Maybe some old pre-programmed systems finishing what got started. Retaliation loops. Automated warheads. Things we thought would never happen. We always assumed we'd stop before the button was pushed. I guess someone ran out of reasons not to. The strangest thing is no one's claimed it. No country, no declaration, no message of victory, no warning, just bombs, then silence. Like the world decided to reset itself, and didn't bother to tell the rest of us. Maybe we did this to ourselves. I keep thinking about the moment it began. I was right here, microphone on, playing some old jazz vinyl. The kind that makes you feel like the world has a pulse. Then the lights flickered, my coffee mug tipped, the building shook. Not like thunder, not like an earthquake. This was deeper, like something beneath the earth had cracked. I heard metal groan, smelled insulation burning. Then, total blackout. The board died. I ran, left the record spinning, bolted for the hatch, sealed it just in time for the second wave. That one wasn't just tremors. It was impact, like the world got punched by God. I waited, held the door, listening. The silence changed. It was too big. No sirens, no cars, just nothing. Then the backup kicked in. Just enough juice for the console. The mic, the lights. That was the moment everything shifted. You ever feel the world stop breathing? I did. Now it's just us. The ones underground. The lucky ones. Or maybe the unlucky ones. If you're hearing this, you're one of them. And I want to tell you what I've learned. The EMP was real. More than one. One guy called it a laddered strike. Said it meant multiple high-altitude detonations. Back to back. To fry every circuit. Every piece of infrastructure. Even shielded stuff didn't survive. The blast zones came after. New York, D.C., Dallas, Atlanta, Chicago, Seattle, L.A. Then the overseas strikes: London, Berlin, Madrid, Tel Aviv, Cairo, New Delhi. Beijing is dark. Tokyo, no word. Sydney might have survived. Maybe too far south. But here's the part that won't stop bothering me. They didn't hit everything. Some cities, major ones, they're just silent. No flash, no fallout, no comms. Like they were never there. There's a theory floating around. Old military intelligence chatter. That some of the warheads were dummies. Decoys. But why? Why send fake missiles when you've already burned half the planet? Unless the goal wasn't just destruction. Unless it was paranoia. Make us wonder what's next. I don't have answers. Just fragments. One guy said he was in Kansas, near a missile silo. Said he watched the hatch open, then close. No launch. Just silence. Was it jammed? Did the order get canceled? Or did someone up top change their mind? We'll never know. You know what sticks with me? Not the explosions. Not the heat. Not even the silence. It's the voices that stop mid-sentence. There was a girl, Rachel. I don't know where she was. Somewhere near the coast. Maybe. She was whispering into a handheld. Trying to get a signal. Said she could see the clouds glowing. Said her skin felt hot. I told her to find shelter. She said she didn't have time. Her voice cut out mid-word. She never said goodbye. I hope it was fast. I keep staring at the radiation meter. Like it's going to give me a real answer. The needle won't settle. Just jitters. Like even it's scared. There's a sound now. Outside. Not thunder. Not normal thunder. Something sharper. Could be another blast. Could be a building collapsing. Could be footsteps. Probably not. Nothing could still be walking out there, right? I keep expecting someone to bang on the door. But I know better. If you're still out there, above ground, you're not coming back in. Not alive. I buried a flashlight in the gravel near the entrance. One of those crank kind. Left a note beside it. Just in case someone passes through. It's stupid, I know. But hope is the only currency left now. That, and clean water. I'm going to keep broadcasting. If you're listening, please, stay alive. If you're scared, that means you're still human. If you're crying, that means your heart still works. Don't lose that. This is Jordan Hale. Or maybe just a voice in the dark. Broadcasting from a box buried in the earth. Hoping someone, somewhere, is still listening. It's been 2 days now. Maybe 3. Hard to track anything anymore. The generator is still running. Barely. It coughs every now and then. Like an old man refusing to give up. I've been rationing the fuel. Only run it when I'm broadcasting. Or when the cold gets too cruel to ignore. Food's holding up. Just canned beans, rice, jerky, Water's okay. I set up a distiller months ago. More as a joke than anything. That joke's saving my life now. I haven't heard a live voice in nearly 6 hours. The bands are mostly quiet now. There's still static, a few bursts of signal, maybe from old auto transmitters that haven't been fried. But no new voices, no conversations, just ghosts on the wires. I don't know if people are dying, or just giving up. If you're listening to this, if your radio still works, don't stop. Keep listening, keep the habit alive, even if it's just silence. Hold on to that lifeline. Sometimes I think I hear people breathing through the static. Not talking, just breathing, like the world is asleep. And if someone speaks too loud, they'll wake whatever nightmare comes next. I keep talking anyway. Maybe someone, somewhere, is hearing this. Maybe you're in another bunker. Maybe you're in a cave. Maybe you're in the basement of a supermarket, wrapped in blankets and dust, trying not to cry. If you are, breathe. Take the next breath. That's the only rule now. One breath, then another. Somewhere above me, the world is still burning. I haven't dared open the hatch. The Geiger meter won't let me. It screams every time I even think about it. The numbers are still too high. But they're falling, slowly. That means something. I read in that old civil defense book that if you can make it through the first 72 hours, your chances improve. Not great, but better than zero. Radiation drops by half every 7 hours. Give or take. So maybe, in a few more days, the air won't kill us in under 10 minutes. That's the good news. Bad news is, there's still no power grid, no National Guard, no emergency broadcasts, no organized response, nothing from FEMA, nothing from the military, not even pirate radio anymore. It's just me, and maybe you. And that's why I'm still on this mic. I keep thinking about the things that made us human. Music, laughter, bad coffee, traffic jams, stupid reality shows, arguments about nothing, all gone, wiped away like chalk on a sidewalk before a rainstorm. But here's what's still real. The sound of a voice. That's why I'm here. That's why I keep saying my name. This is Jordan Hale. Not that names matter anymore. But they used to. And maybe, someday, they will again. There's something else I've been holding off saying. Part of me hoped I wouldn't have to. But now, I think it's time. I've been picking up a repeating signal. It's faint, deep frequency, buried in the lower bands. Every few hours, it pings. Same message, same code. I decrypted it last night. It says, Operation Iris initiated, location secured, awaiting phase 2. That's it. No source, no timestamp, just those words, on loop. I don't know who sent it. Could be military, could be rogue tech, could be someone like me, sending a signal into the dark and hoping it lands somewhere. But, phase 2, what the hell does that mean? Some of the worst parts of my imagination have tried to answer that. Could be survivors regrouping, could be a counterattack, could be cleanup, or worse, could mean this was only the beginning. There are stories, whispers, really, of underground cities, deep state bunkers, black sites that were meant to outlast anything. Some say they're filled with politicians and billionaires. Others say it's just dust down there now. If Operation Iris is real, and it's happening, I hope someone listening knows more than I do. I've started archiving everything I record. Not just these messages. Every signal I catch. Every fragment. Every whisper. If someone finds this station after I'm gone, they'll have something. A trail of breadcrumbs through the ashes. Maybe that's all we can do now. Leave something behind. A voice. A record. A reminder that we were here. That we mattered. That we fought to matter. And maybe that's what I wanted to say all along. To you. To whoever's listening. You matter. Even if you're alone. Even if you're scared. Even if your hands are shaking and your hope is brittle. You matter. And you are not forgotten. If you've made it this far. If you've survived this long, you're stronger than you know. Find others. Build something. Even if it's small. Even if it's just a journal. A shelter. A story. Keep something alive. A few hours ago, I heard a music box playing. I thought I was hallucinating. But it was real, a shortwave signal. Someone transmitting the melody from Claire de Lune. No words. No ID. Just the song. I cried. That little melody. Drifting across the ruins of the world. Like a candle in the wind. Somewhere. Someone still remembers beauty. And that's enough. It has to be. This might be my last message for a while. The generator's fuel is running low. I need to save what I can. I'll try again in 24 hours if the power holds. If I don't, then, well, maybe this was the last voice the world will ever hear. If that's the case, let it echo. Let someone hear it, even years from now. Let them know we were here. Let them know we tried. Let them know we reached for each other, even as the sky fell. Let them know we didn't go quiet. We went on the air. We spoke. We remembered. And we hoped. This is Jordan Hale, signing off. But not giving up. Not yet.